from KYMA News 11.
Gila Ridge softball returns to the 5A playoffs. Welcome back, everyone. The Young Hawks are hoping their 6-game winning streak going into this afternoon's play-in game would continue to propel their momentum for a potential deep playoff run. Head coach Courtney Reed and company hosting Mountain View Marana with Clarissa Rader on the hill for the Hawks. Top of the second, Rader with a very strong start, getting the first batter of the inning to strike out. Then Deja Vu with the second one. And finally, getting the third batter to also go down swinging as Rader strikes out the side. A scoreless start to this play-in matchup. Bottom second with one out, Isabella Burke drills this grounder right past second base to give Ridge an early game base running threat. But the momentum was short-lived. Isabella Beltran pops out to first, and Burke doesn't get back in time for a costly double play as the game remains scoreless. Top of the third, Ridge in trouble. A runner on second, Rader forces an infield flyout into the glove of senior Carmen Salinas for the much-needed first out of the inning. 3 batters later, bases loaded with Mountain Lions, and Rader keeps her composure coming through with a KO. Ridge would get out of the top half unscathed. The runs would pick up in the later innings, but the Hawks would pull ahead late, taking the 5-3 win and advancing to the first round of the 5A playoffs this coming Saturday. Meanwhile, the Antelope Rams playing their season home finale doubleheader against Anthem Prep as Marissa Carrillo gets the Game 2 pitching start. Top first, Carrillo gets the batter to get underneath this pitch, forcing a fly ball to right as Karime Arana manages to avoid a collision with Yamali Manriquez and getting the catch for the first out. Later in the inning, Carrillo influences another pop-up. This time, the catcher, Jocelyn Guillen, comes down with it, but holding on to it for dear life for the second out of the game, showing relief that she managed to make the play. With 2 runners on, Carrillo dialed in as she gets this batter to chase her elevator pitch for the strikeout, ending the top half. Rams get the 9-5 win in Game 2, but they would lose Game 1 to salvage the split. Antelope now awaits their 1A playoff fate. We move on to prep baseball, where the San Luis Sidewinders are in the state 6A play-in game against the Liberty Lions. So we go to the bottom of the second. Bases are going to be loaded. Freshman Jesus Buzani is clutch right here. Watch this. He gets a base hit down the right field line, and this is going to allow Roberto Ron and Randall Beltran for San Luis to take the 3-1 lead. Both those guys scoring a big-time hit for the San Luis freshman. Moments later, 2 outs, bases juiced. Senior Joshua Abril with his hit pass short. 2 more runs are going to score here, capped off by Buzani's head-first slide at home. Oh, I gotta love that. The Sidewinders go on to win 6-2, advancing to the first round of the playoffs next Thursday. We go back to Welton Tacna as the Antelope Rams closing out their season with a doubleheader against Anthem Prep with Michael Hernandez in relief in Game 1. It didn't go very well for the freshman. In the 6th, he manages to force an Eagles batter to fly out to Rigoberto Marquez in center, but the wheels would start to come off. A couple of hitters later, Hernandez gives up a slow rolling grounder, and by the time Abel Nunez gets to it, there's no play to be made. Anthem padding their lead. Hernandez struggling with control issues. This wild pitch allowing the Rams' big deficit to get even bigger. Later on in the inning, Nunez is going to get another grounder right here, but the Eagles continuing to score almost at will. The Rams lose Game 1 14-2, and they also get dropped in Game 2 to end the season with heartache on the wrong end of a sweep. To Imperial High School with a highlight rewind of some IVL baseball action between the Central Spartans and Imperial Tigers. How will this one fare? We go to the top of the third. Tiger sophomore Gerardo Hernandez looking to keep the game scoreless. Leadoff batter Seth Johnson goes opposite, but the ball hit right at the right fielder Matthew Wewell for the first out. Next, Hernandez induces the slow roller back to the mound, where he fields it and tosses it to Zach Ray at first. And then it's senior Ben Wyatt with a fly ball to Carter Tucker in center to end the inning. So we go to the home half of the third. Central southpaw Sergio Garcia on the hill. In the lefty matchup, Garcia is going to get Isaiah Perez to swing and miss at a breaking ball for the out. Imperial would win 4-3 by scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Some final notes to pass along. Cibola baseball and St. Louis softball both get eliminated in their respective play-in games, but we congratulate both programs on outstanding seasons. We're all done with this crazy all-around of sports. Jenny Day, woo! We'll send it back to you.